Yeah, so an album that I've been wanting to talk about for a while is this, Lungs by Florence and the Machine. I remember hearing one of her songs on an advert on E4, and I heard it and I was like, what is that? I was like, I need to know what that is. And it was Kiss with a Fist by them. And I was like, her voice then, I was 20 at the time, way back in 2008. This album was first released in 2009. And I remember waiting a year. I went into HMV to ask them when was this album coming out as soon as I heard it in 2008. And I had to wait over a year for this album. And I waited, and I remember counting down to the day that this album was released. And when it was released, I went and bought it straight away on the day. And this is still one of my favourite albums, because I think when you get it right and you listen to it and you listen to the way it flows, one song flowing into the next, it was one of them. And I absolutely loved it. Like, you've got songs like Dog Days Are Over, you've got Drumming Song on here, you've got Rabbit Heart on here, you've got, so many. Girl with One Eye's on here. Obviously, I think Kiss with a Fist is on here as well. That's just 5, and they just keep flowing like that, and it's an incredible album. If you've only just heard of her, I would highly recommend going and buying this album and just putting it on from Dog Days Are Over on track 1 and just letting the whole album play, because it is absolutely incredible. And for me personally, this is just my personal opinion, this is her best album. You know, first album, for me personally, it's her best album, or their best album. And I just love it. Like I said, the way it flows. So yeah, Lungs by Florence and the Machine. Definitely go out and buy this. Stream it on Spotify. Definitely. If you don't want to go out and buy the album, stream it on Spotify, because it's an incredible album. And I do think still to this day, all these years later, it really should be heard. This came out 15 years ago, and it's still, to me, in my mind, is one of my most memorable albums that I've ever heard. So yeah, Lungs by Florence and the Machine. Go out and buy it, stream it, download it, whichever way you want to listen to it. But I feel like if you've never heard it before and you want to be introduced, definitely start here. And do hit that follow button. You know, helps me out greatly. Thank you, and I shall see you next time.